Hey there guys, welcome back. We have seen the get method which returns the value of a specified key. But what if we just want to know that if a specific key is present in the dictionary or not? We don't want the value of that returned key. In earlier versions of Python, there was a method has_key which was used to find if the specific key is present in the dictionary or not. If the given key is present in the dictionary, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. But this method was in earlier versions of Python, and in Python 3 it has been deprecated. Deprecated means this method has been removed from Python 3 version and is no longer recommended to use. So we can't use this method in our Python 3 code. Instead, we have another method for all iterables which does this job. In the dictionary, it can find if the specific key is present or not, and in other iterables, it can find if specific element is present or not. This method is __contains __. We pass any key which we want to find in its parameter and it returns true if that key is present in the dictionary. If the key is not present, then it returns false. So let's see this in example. Making new example t.py. Suppose we have this dictionary. Let's first see has_key method. So print d.has_key and in the parameter we'll pass a. So this method is deprecated. So let's see what it will return. Running t.py. See, we are getting attribute error and the message is dict object has no attribute has_key. So it is saying that there is no such attribute has_key. Attribute can be any property or method. Property means it's predefined variables. Okay. So this method is deprecated. Now comment this and print d.__contains __. And we'll pass any key, let's say a. And now running t.py. See, we are getting true because key a is present in our dictionary. Okay, so this is the task of __contains ___ method. Okay, if a key is present, then it returns true, and if the key is not present, then it returns false. So let's see for a key that is not present. Let's say this key is D, and now running t.py. See, we are getting false. Okay. So this was contains method. Okay. In part 3 of dictionary series, we saw a method dictionary.items which returns a view object of dictionaries key value tuple pairs. This method returns a view object which is practically of no use for us. Let's see how we can make it useful. Making new example u.py. Let's take the previous dictionary and print d.items. This is what we were doing in that example. Okay, so let's see running u.py. See, we are getting an object of dict.items, and this kind of seems like a list of tuples which have key and value in a single tuple. So let's see how we can use this object. This object is an iterable object, so we can iterate on it. And how we can iterate on any object? By using for loop. For, and here we write the iterator. So the items method returns a key value pair. So at a time it returns us two values, key and value. So we'll use here two iterators, k, v, key and value, and then in, and we are iterating over d.items. So d.items colon and print k comma v. So this will print each key and each value. Okay, let's see. Running u.py. See, we are getting key a and its value 1, key b its value 2, and key c its value is 3. Okay, so we are getting key and values. Okay, now we get key and values separately, so we can use them easily. Okay, now in Python we have a function zip which take iterables and aggregates them in a tuple and return it. These iterables can be 0 or more. This means in zip function we pass 0 or more iterables, and suppose here we pass two iterables I1 and I2, and I1 is, let's say, ABC and I2 is 1 2 3. So this zip function returns us an object, and this object contains a tuple of each element of I1 and I2. Means the first returned value will be a comma 1, second element will be b comma 2, third element will be c comma 3, and the iterables ends here, so the iteration will stop. So this is the task of zip function. It takes each item from the iterables and pair them in a tuple. And if here we have more iterables like I3, so the values of I3 will be concatenated with each tuple here. Okay, so let's see this in example. Making new example v.py. Suppose we have two lists here. A is equal to a comma b comma c, and b is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, and zip returns us an iterable, so we can iterate on it. So using for loop, for we have two lists, so we will get two items at a time. So for I comma j in zip a comma b, and print I comma j. And now running v.py. See, we are getting a 1, b 2, and c 3. Okay, this function zip is kind of items method, right? We saw the get method of the dictionary class, which returns us the value of the given key. So there is another version of get. In get we pass the key and the value of that key is returned. Also there is an optional parameter in get method, that is value. Value is returned if the key is not found. If the key is present, then its value will be returned, and if the key is not present, then the value which we passed in the get method, that will be returned. The default value of key that is not present is none. Let's see, making new example w.py. Suppose we have dictionary d is equal to -2 colon 8 comma -7 colon 1, and print d.get 2 comma 3. 2 is not present in the dictionary, so it will just return 3. And let's print d also. Now running w.py. See, we are getting 3 and the original dictionary. Okay, notice here 2 is not added in the dictionary. Okay, and we have -2 in the dictionary, so let's see, -2 comma 3, and running w.py. See, -2 was present and its value is 8, so we are getting 8. Okay, this parameter value is optional. Okay, so we were not passing this earlier, right? So that's it for today. We'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you.